Hi guys, welcome back to the next video. As I say on all of them before I go ahead, I'm not the world's best tuner. There's guys out there who know far more than me. It's just me trying to help you. Right, first thing, VAG EDC16, moving on. The first thing about EDC16 is that when you load it in, this thing here, your high-low organisation, will probably be the wrong way round. If it looks like this, it's the wrong way round, and I'll show you what I mean. If I load up this one here, this is our EDC15 we've used in the other videos. It's low-high, and this one is high-low, and this is what happens, and you'll know. You can tell by this bit, but you'll know here when you come to your actual maps. If it all just looks a bit random like this, then you've got the wrong orientation. If I change it, now it makes sense. So EDC15 VAG low-high, EDC16 high-low. Okay. So what have we got? Well, there's a few maps of interest here already. So how do you know EDC16 is different to EDC15? Obviously technology had moved on. So how do you know what you're looking at? Well, we can use this 15 file in 2D to give us a bit of a clue on map shapes. There's going to be some differences, but just maybe we can do something with it. We know the driver's wish was at the front, close to the front, and our pattern here and here, alright, they're a bit different, but it's pretty similar. It tapers off at the end. I mean, bearing in mind this is a 150. This is an EDC16 off a Golf PD. Now they do a 16, U1, U31, U34. They're all very similar in their structure. I don't want to go over all of them. If you apply the logic of the 2D and where the maps are, you should be able to work it out yourself. So if I double click this one, well, I mean, the structure certainly looks like a driver's wish, doesn't it? I mean, we've got RPM here, and this could easily be percent up to 100%, just like before. The structure is the same, so I'm going to say that that is a driver wish map. But something's different, because if I put that down as 0.01 milligrams, that's far too low. So it's not milligrams, and I'll tell you what it is if you don't already know, because I'm taking it from the beginning here. It's torque in Newton meters, and the factor for that is 0.1. So that's the pedal in percent. Get that right. And that's engine speed in RPM. So now it makes more sense. So there's a big difference. The biggest difference between VAG EDC15 and VAG EDC16 is we can tell already without even looking at the rest of the file that we're now dealing with torque in Newton meters, and it's actually quite difficult for the ECU to work out what torque you're doing. So there is a table further down the line that we'll look at where the ECU needs to refer torque into IQ or IQ into torque, so that it knows what it's dealing with. But I'll explain all of that on another video when we get close. Let's get that right. That's better. So for now we're dealing with torque in Newton meters, and I just wanted to explain that that is a big difference, the big difference between 15 and 16. Now that's a driver's wish, that's a driver's wish, that's a driver's wish, that is, and that one, and that one. And they're all for, instead of just having one, now we've got more software to play with. Now these are for, well, it's for gears. You'll have things like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, reverse, 4-wheel drive. And we'll come into them on another map when we make, on another video, sorry, when we make more maps. For now I just wanted to see if on a first look of an EDC16, if the EDC15 we did could be of any use to us. And so far it is. I mean, the shape of that one and the location in the file has helped me by 2D to work that out there. So what else have we got? Well, I'll come back to a lot of things. First look through. Well, that one sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? I've seen that shape before somewhere. And look, I mean, there's no doubt about that, that is a torque limiter. And again, it's now in Newton meters. That's probably why they look a bit smaller. But there you go. And it makes sense against our driver wish map, doesn't it? Again, like before. Tested perhaps to 390. We'll look at it later. I don't know. We'll look at it later. And limited back down, just like in the 15 with IQ. What else have we got? Well, some of these have a file, a map here and here, and that's the clue when we were talking about in the last video, MAF and map. Smoke limiters, this one, the limiter by MAF is removed because it would be there, so that is, there's our smoke limit by MAF. You can see similarity there. That's going to be a smoke limiter by map. I mean, the numbers are speaking for themselves there if that was an IQ. It's a fairly low powered version this, it must be a 105 horsepower. These look very similar to our SOIs, don't they? Where's our SOI? There, look. Wow. That looks like our duration tables, very much like them. These look like our N75, there's quite a few of them. They'll be for different things like cruising, DPF regen. This here. There's our boost. Could easily be boost, couldn't it? There's two there, isn't there? There'll be for different situations. If you're tuning the car, you'd probably go with the more powerful one. Depends what our limiter is, which has got to be close by. There it is. Our limit. There's atmospheric, engine speed, boost there, look. That looks suspiciously like our start map. Did I make that before? Yeah. So there we are. We'll go back and we'll make all of these in another video. But I just wanted to have a first look at EDC16 and see if our 15 could help us. I mean, after all, the engine's very similar. And it does, you know, by recognising 2D, we can look at this and think, well, okay, it looks a bit like it. Double click it, open it up, have a look, see what you can make of it. So we've done that. We've worked out our high-low orientation. And we now see something very different in EDC16. And that is that we're dealing with torque. So we're going to have to find a map that deals with torque against IQ, or IQ against torque, so that we can work this out. And we'll go through all that in the next one. Cheers.